Welcome, Moon and Star. Come to me through what very much may be today. Fire and war. It's Crusader Kings III, Elder Kings II, AYLEID Revenge here in the Imperial City with your good friend, Lord Protector Elrang, who has been gifted with some knowledge by, I guess, new court spy master Kippos in response to yesterday's episode, has informed me very dutifully that the pop-up that appeared for Princess Belinda. Now, I ignored the kind of the first half of the pop-up box because she clearly died of a disease, or so I thought. It does say died of chills on the 22nd of second seed, blah, 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 blah. However, it turns out that on the pop-up, and I've seen a screenshot of it, I checked the last episode about 10 minutes in. In fact, I can tell you exactly what time into the video it was. 8 minutes, 8 seconds. The pop-up says, "My daughter Belinda has died. Oh, Auriel, how could you allow Queen Marinora to do this to Belinda?" Perhaps I overlooked it. Perhaps there was more to this death than I assumed. She died of the chills, that much is inarguable. But there is magic out there that could have potentially given poor Princess Belinda the chills. They might have just thrown out some restoration magic to poison her from a great distance. And I think that seems very reasonable and very just. So I think the only thing is necessary here is not simply just murdering her. I don't think that cuts it anymore. Although it would have cut it if I'd have gone through with the plot, ideally. No. That just does not work, in my opinion. We're going to abandon this willingly, knowing that this will be another 10 years before another murder can take place. And I think she was actually known to be... Is she a known murderer? She's a cannibal. Well, that's fine, because she's a bosman. That's just what they do. Fornicator, adulterer, pilgrim. Maybe it doesn't count as murder if she blasted my daughter with magic. I mean, I can see the proof on my other monitor. It's there. So I think there's only one thing we do here. She, yesterday, you may remember, dueled us to get control of an artifact that we took from her in a siege. I think we need a new artifact, a better artifact, an artifact that will really represent our victory over Queen Marinora. We have a 5% chance of successfully abducting her for now. This will be a long and intricate and complex plot, no doubt, to try and win some people over. And in fact, the success chance we can bump up pretty high, pretty early. Whether or not we can do it with any level of secrecy remains to be seen. Bearing in mind, we now know that using some charm, literally, the spell charm, and combining that with some bribes and some gifts and some swaying, we might be able to really get our revenge. It's one thing, like, we were in a feud, right? You might remember, we spent the best part of this week dealing with that. We were in a feud, we killed them all. They were our rivals, but she is a unique position. She is his nemesis. She was the mother of 2 of his children, his rival, his liege, all of those things simultaneously, confusingly enough. I think it is only right that we give her a very special treatment. Not just the treatment in mind. Ooh. Of course, the obnoxious Viscountess Marina would cause problems. Who is Viscountess Marina, I wonder? Of Nickel, that's one of her... Oh, of course, right outside the Imperial City, of course, one of her vassals there. She fails to take proper precautions when moving around Queen Marinora's court, and the Queen is starting to notice. It's only a matter of time before she's discovered. She is going to ruin the plot. She's in on it. She needs to take the time to do better. We'll lose 5% scheme power, or we risk a 37% chance that we expose the scheme. Do we take the big risk? Go for that. We would get up to 95% success chance. Or would we... Look, I know what the sensible option here is, and that's, of course, taking the minus 5% to guarantee this plot continues. A 37% is quite a big gamble, but simultaneously, what a gamble that would be if we pay... I mean, this might do it. Shit, this is a really, really hard decision. No, you know what, Elrang? You've built up these skills over many, many years. Let's stick to our guns, and let's go with what we know. So, just detracting away from that for a second, we're going to blast through the last, I think it's just illusion we need now, right? We need 4 more perks in illusion. We're going to move away from the magical arts lifestyle, and we're going to move over to diplomacy. Somebody said go for August, because apparently that will give us some very nice benefits. Diplomacy level per fame. Level of fame impact 100%. We can commission epics, which will help increase our renown, which in turn will let us seal those, given that we're trying to shuffle things around here so we can get Genius back into the main line. We're going to try and have L-Call succeed L-Rang. It does make a lot of sense. Sway Scheme Power Up 30% too could be pretty good. Yeah, I think this is the one we'll go for then. People are also saying Family Hierarch might be pretty good, given that with you know, we could really boom out with something like Sound Foundations. Each child gives you 1 random skill point with an elf. Yeah, you know, even if we focus on booming our family for a little while, that should be quite possible, right? The hustle and bustle is palpable among traveling merchant stalls. The temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively radiant and will make a lovely gift. For Lady Lolnique, has she impressed him so far? Rather tragically, the mod that lets us see her opinion is now out of date. So, has she impressed us so far? What has she done? I don't know if she's done an awful lot, but 300 gold is absolutely nothing to curry her favor. An important counselor? Let's look at it like that. There is no love between them. Again, it was a marriage of convenience. My dearest Arang, it's so good to see you. I watch as you dutifully rule over our realm and would like to assist you in any way I can. You see, you've got to win people over. She looks over her shoulder. I overheard something you won't believe listening to the servants the other day. A silent breeze moves through her hair, and I can't help but gaze at her splendid features, attempt to etch them into my mind. She tilts her head and looks at me expectantly. We can either become lovers, but again, I don't think she's impressed him that much. Instead, she's going to tell us a secret, and we have learned that Lalilandilare is a deviant. Though, to be fair, we could have probably picked that up from some of her traits that she's got going on here. Somebody said on the subject of that we should be trying to encourage people in our... Bearing in mind, we started to go down a little bit of witchcraftery. Now, Elrang has always spent his whole life in the pursuit of knowledge, right? He took on... He read a book about Hermaeus Mora, and secretly... I maybe not worships Hermaeus Mora. The AYLEID were certainly no strangers to worshipping Daedra. That's totally acceptable. I'm going to keep that one on the back burner, like I said. That's been really helpful for dodging some critical breaks. So, we can help spread that to our dynasty members. And someone pointed out in the comments that when we get enough people, we could form a coven to Hermaeus Mora. I mean, it's very possible that we might want that to be the main religion of what will be our new realm. I don't see why not. I mean, loads of aliens worshipped Molag Bal and Meridia, obviously a slightly different context for aliens, but there was a lot of Daedra worship, and I feel like this isn't too far away from what would be acceptable, right? I think it's sensible. We will personally translate the letters. 10% to scheme success chance for abducting Queen Marinora. That takes up to... That takes up to... We lost 5%, but then we gained 10%. Oh, weird. I wonder if one of our agents had some modification to their chances. Anyway, let's have a look at this person here. You've got only minus 37 opinion. I'm going to send you a gift. What do you think now? Minus 26. If we bribe you, minus 16. So if we blast you with a spell, how much magic have we got right now? 105 is enough to do a standard charm, right? Let's go into Try Illusion. Charm, and what is Grand? Grand is 68. Oh, shit, that might be enough. It's only 16 and 6, but that's almost maximum, right? And if we hit you with a bribe... Oh, minus 6. That's unfortunate. We've already sent a gift, so the opinion modifier is totally irrelevant, huh? Receive gift plus 50. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Is there anything else I can do here? Learn their language. That's a personal scheme, isn't it? Why not? Elrang is a man after knowledge. You know, if I'm going to stand by that Hermaeus Mora thing, it makes sense that we would try and learn as many languages as possible. He has a capacity to learn, what was it, like 12 languages or something nuts like that? Where did I see your known languages again? Here we are. We speak Aelia, Doom, Boss, Meri, Cyrodiil, Meris, and Daedric. We can learn 13 in total. I think for a man of such knowledge, he should learn as many languages as possible. It would also help out with intrigue, in theory, right? Well, as we've seen from that plot, right? 9 months remaining. Okay, we can get an alliance with Zolamir of Senelana. Why not? He's inside her realm. So that gives us something. We are first in line to inherit Doesnot. Is that really the case? Oh, interesting. Wait, first in line to... No, we're not. Your grandson. Parents are Marinora. Oh, shit, of course. Why is her child green? What the... I am seeing this right. Why is this child green? Does anybody know? That's a green elf. Atarani, sorry, is Bosmeri. Green Pact, apparently taken very literally. Your mother is AYLEID and your father is Bosma? But you're green. How strange. I don't know why that is. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we'll demand a payment from you. Just get it paid off. Why not? There you go. We can imprison someone. I don't think I'm going to worry about it for now. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. Did we ever find a way to disable the bridges? I thought that perhaps, become a lich, found a culture, found a witch coven. I do want to do that, I think. We gain a witch coven, which will give us a bunch of stuff. And again, worshipping of Hermaeus Mora there. You know what? Let's go fix that a second. There we are. That looks a little bit better. Our proud house is united by blood, but the truth divides us. I long for the day when we will no longer live in fear. Our sons and daughters will be raised to embrace their powers and the will of Hermaeus Mora. Oh, I think we could do something with that, and I just think it suits the character so well. He's not maybe the most interesting of Daedra, and I don't even know how many Daedra mechanics are implemented. In CK2, they had that really cool off-map screen with all the different, with the portrait and the boons and artifacts and stuff like that. Bearing in mind, the mod is still in very early days in development. There might not be anything for it, but in terms of just how well it suits the character, how can I not, right? I feel like we're probably going to abduct her long before we learn this person's language, but that's okay. Frenzy, hostile in illusion. Very nice. Here we go. Any second now, we are going to, in theory, statistics are on our side. I took Klobinique out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, she ran into a wounded doe. She did not hesitate in the slightest to bring her down. Greatness awaits you, Klobinique. Yep, you'd be very happy with that. Oh my god. Why did that drop so far? 6676, very suddenly. Shit, someone must have left the plot at the last second. Oh, that's so annoying. 66% chance of fulfilling his dreams. If we fail, we might not get another chance. Do you think we go... Oh, she fucking died, look. She died of old age just as the plot was about to fire. No. Hold off. Put the scheme back. We need more people on board than this. This is terrible. Oh, wow, that couldn't have gone any worse, could it? Let's send you a gift. We need 66 Magicka again. I can't blast you with another charm, right? Those don't stack. It applies the same opinion modifier, I presume, but I'll just test it. You never know, just in case. Grand's charm, 40 opinion, gains the opinion. So it does add the charmed opinion, so as long as that is active. It's plus 32, so it does degrade down 7 per year. But the problem is when it degrades down, will they just leave the scheme, do you think? This is really hard. What if we fortify diplomacy with a ritual? That might be a little bit easier. Fortify intrigue for a start. Let's swap this ritual out for diplomacy. Maybe that might be enough just to bring them on board. What are we looking at now? Minus 16. Hold on. If you send a gift with high diplomacy, doesn't it get... Yeah, it gives better opinion. But even then, we're still not quite there. Minus 14. Shit. We're about to start speaking the same language. Maybe that would be enough to do something there. Send you another gift. Takes to minus 52. With a bribe, it's minus 42. What language do you speak? Hyverlothi. Damn. Okay, we could learn that. I don't see why not. God, I don't know how else I'm going to be able to boost this scheme. I could send my Spy Master over there to support schemes, right? Or I think they stay in their own core, don't they, in CK3. The problem with that is she has hostile plots against us. She's our nemesis, after all. Let's do it. It takes us up so significantly. Okay. Oh, explore the hills yourself. Oh my god. It's 85, 85 maximum, of course, because she's got that thing that's... what happened to you? Why did you abdicate the position? How dare you? Because, of course, of her own modifiers. For whatever reason. Loyal -10, yeah, whatever. That's fine. That's totally okay. So it's the highest it's possibly going to be right now. I'm glad we held off when we did. We can demand a payment from you, sure. I don't really care about forceful imprisoning anyone. You need to get married. There is no one good, I'm afraid. Shit. Wow, there is still no one good. These people suck, don't they? You're all terrible. Here, just marry this random person. Marrying... Well, he's dead. Oh my god, Mayor Celestis is dead. If you remember, this guy was a total nobody. We couldn't actually get a good plot off against him. He was killed in a duel. By who? Does it say? Just says was slain in a duel. Shit, I wanted to send some money to the person who killed him. Well, that's good. Another rival gone. Your granddaughter, Semasila, and my acquaintance, Tinichi, will be joining Holy Matrimony. Great. Okay. What did that say, sorry? Oh, shit. Low durability. Let's get that fixed. There we go. Again, the disabled buildings, we need to somehow blow up bridges between here and Leowen. I'm not sure how we do that, so, again, we won't worry about it for a while. One of the children at court, Dejali, had taken a ragdoll of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby cave. My granddaughter was there and saw it all happen. Kufnada flew into a fit of rage and beat Dejaro bloody. This didn't help the younger boy, who started crying even more. Oh, these are all of our relatives. Dejargil is Elrang's grandson and great-grandson. And he has been beaten bloody by... Wait, the younger boy, he's not younger. This is so confusing. Yeah, no, keep wrathful. That's fine. I think Elrang would approve of a bit of wrath. Hey! We have learnt the Tagara language. The... one of the many languages, I suppose, spoken in elsewhere. One of the Khajiit languages, anyway. Fantastic. Is it enough to get him into the plot? Well, I guess we don't really need it anymore. We learnt a language just for the fun of it. And speaking of which, let's learn your language, too. Why not? Surely there's got to be a trait or a perk or something, base game CK3, for learning a bunch of languages, like a polyglot trait or something would be quite good, wouldn't it? To the miserable Lord Protector Elrang, I know that you were born with through a killer. Who's born with? Sorry, who's this? Mother of somebody. I don't know who this is. I don't give a shit, yeah. Tell everyone. I don't care. I don't think we really should care about the opinions of foreign realms. If we were still like a... Maybe if we were still a vassal under them, might be a different story. My agents tell me that Queen Marinora is planning to travel from Arentia to Palatine. I have arranged some brigands to interrupt her little journey and make sure she arrives here instead. 85, 150 gold. This is as good as it's going to get. All we have to do now is pray. We've just got to hope that this works. Hermaeus, Mora, if you're listening there, big man, this would be a nice time to intervene. We've got her. The brigands did their job admirably, and Queen Marinora is safely in my hands. But oh, we're not done. In my hands you are. In my hands you are. It's not just appropriate enough for us to lop off her head. Particularly given that Elrang's two daughters, Princess Gareth and Princess Thalin, probably wouldn't approve of us killing their mother, despite the rivalry between them. But what if we don't kill their mother? What if we make her an eternal, loyal, unceasing, uncaring servant? What if she becomes an undead thrall who thinks that we are the perfect man? Create undead thrall. Converted to Malada, converted to Mathmaldi. It's done. It's done. Look at her now. Look at her now. And that's also had the benefit, I presume, of dividing up a realm a little bit, because it had partition. It is under the main kingdom of Arentia, though, so there's only so much we can do there. Oh. Oh, poor Marinora. Maybe we could... Can we marry Marinora? As some sort of true cursed eternal love? Their rivalry can live on to the very bitter end? Huh. You know? I could be convinced. Could totally be convinced. Can we marry her? Find spells. You can marry them off. Well, I'm afraid to say, Lady Lolneek, that Elrang has to really show off how wise and powerful he has become. Divorcing you, you can do that. really doesn't make any difference to him. Where has she gone? Where has she gone? His perfect eternal wife. Bring her back. Find a spouse. No, not matrilineal, I'm afraid. Chance of children, none. She is undead. Cannot have children. Understandable, really. Oh. Oh, what happened? Lady Marinora married you. Oh. Oh, that's good. Lady Marinora. Oh, I bet their daughters must be so happy that their parents have finally worked everything out. That's so nice. Oh. Oh, this is amazing. Convert her over. We convert her over to Hermaeus Mora. And she keeps her faculties. She doesn't lose her skills or her free will for her own cause. She just can't act against Elrang. The undead is really just a minor part of it. It's about the mind control. That's the important part, right? The only concern, though, is that her stewardship is fairly poor compared to Elrang's previous wife. Just stood there looking like a zombie. That's so good. It does leave us wanting for a better steward, though, unfortunately. Lolnik, you've been fired from wife position to realm management. Congratulations. I should have you developing. Why the hell are you just collecting taxes? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, increase development. Get on with it. Go back to work. Okay, this is amazing. Oh, Elrang cannot believe it. He's having the time of his life. I think the man's finally starting to crack. In a good way, you know. He's finally achieved everything he could have possibly ever needed to achieve. And I think this is great. I think it's amazing. I mean, we basically sacrificed a whole county to get revenge. But I think that's quite on brand, isn't it? We don't need to have a feast as far as I'm concerned. We lose 54 stress because we're a legendary reveler. That's irrelevant. Right, let's start converting the family over to Hermaeus Mora. I feel like this is a blessing. It was a sign. I asked him to help us out. And it worked. You can't deny it. Say, daughter. Oh, we've already got someone converting over to witchcraft. Getting a little ahead of myself here. So now we should look to expanding our round. Now, a lot of people have also been asking, a hunt that we will do, though, because we can become a master hunter still, right? How are we looking on that one? Yeah, only 2 out of 3 on that one, so we'll carry on with this one. The woods is truly the mantle of the poor, but the beast flees in panic from foraging peasants. I feel my patience wearing thin. Guards, drive the rabble out of his hunting grounds. This is for Elrang now. What was it? We need 15,000 to get up to the living legend. Yeah, that's going to be quite difficult. The man's ambitious, so we've got to try and go for it right now. On the, our bishop doesn't endorse us. Why is that? Is it because we kidnapped our rival, converted her with necromancy into a lich? And that, well, I mean, necromancy is totally fine within our own domain. It's just frowned upon. And that's probably because it makes people very uncomfortable, understandably. Not as uncomfortable as it would be as announcing you're divorcing your current wife in favor of marrying a zombie. A little bit dusty, you know? They're fine. The bishop, we can just keep winning back over like that. That's not a problem, really, is it? So, a lot of people have been suggesting that we pop open the character finder, and Elrang, of course, has to try and be the best of all. So what do? We should try and make a collection of courtiers who are undead eternal servants of Elrang. So I think the best way to do that is clear all the filters, which I think they are by default here. Then we simply sort by age. No, it is in our round still. How can I, let's just go all. Here we are. And then we should go through it, and it makes sense that we would go through here and try and grab ourselves impressive people. So Diveth Fear, for example, would be quite good to, does he have Daedric armor? Oh, I thought so. Oh, he's got the Bow of Shadows too, that's cool. I didn't know if that was like a bound armor, similar to what we've got, but no, that is straight up Daedric armor, right? Man, the Bow of Shadows is cool. Intrigue +5, prowess +15. I'm actually using that in my current Skyrim playthrough. Wow. I might grab that. Too far away? That's okay, we can expand the RAM out. He's probably not going to die anytime soon. So a lot of these characters we're not going to be able to interact with, right? So, Blood Matron, oh, Lame Bal, I presume, is Molag Bal's Sons of Lame Bal. Organized vampiric faith. She was the first vampire, right? She was a priestess of Arche, whom Molag Bal savagely profaned. That's putting it very lightly. She took that on the name Bal in the mockery of the god of schemes and swore that she would wreak bloody vengeance. She has a hatred of Molag Bal and Arche. So yeah, calling her a follower of Molag Bal is probably not the right way to sum that up. What about Harkon? What the hell happened to Harkon? We can murder him, but that's as close as we can get. Oh, he's right there. Ask Karkon to infect us with vampirism. No, thank you. Oh, I'd like to grab him. We'd have to free him from... Who's he in? He's in Jarl... He's in the Jarl of Hjalmark's prison. What's that? Morthal, right? Damn, I guess they probably got Holy Ward. Fair enough. There's Yagran Begun, last living dwarf. Does he have Corpus? Probably don't want him in our corpse if he's got Corpus. Yeah, Cor if he's got Corpus. He's gone mad. Maimed, scarred, last of his kind. Wow. There's no hope for him to ever see his peers again. I don't know. We don't know what Elder Scrolls 6 holds, right? Holy shit. So yeah, going through, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here, but going through all of these people and grabbing them would be funny. Grand Admiral Velek, he's the guy, I think I talked about him before. He's the guy from the quest that you do as part of the College of Winterhold line. You know, you get the rings, you put them on the Daedric Gauntlet in the midden. Wow, Manny Marco's still around. Oh shit, I didn't expect that. We can seduce him, but we can't kidnap him. Wow. Shit. Oh, that's a real shame. Should we just seduce Manny Marco? 1% chance. If scheme is successful, he becomes our lover. Where like, are you right now, though? Go to location, yeah. He's just off map, I presume. I know there's something in Elder Scrolls Online where there's where he's like in, oh shit, what's more like Bell's realm called? Cold Harbor, I think. I don't remember. I only played the tutorial of that. He's having such a good time now that he's got a zombie wife, nemesis, previous lover, mother of his children. It's very complicated. Hey, 150 prestige, but we unfortunately didn't get the hunter trait. Yeah, I only played the tutorial for Elder Scrolls Online. Might be something I have to look at some point. So what the hell can we do? How can we expand the realm out? Because that's got to be our primary goal now. Because we haven't got anything else to do, and the man's too ambitious just to be sitting here resting on his laurels, converting people to a hidden cult of knowledge for Hermaeus Mora. We can do some more upgrades here and there. We can build in some of these holdings that we've picked up from recent wars, like in the waterfront districts. But that's kind of about it. We are cultural heads, so maybe we could push towards, say, codified magic studies and try and upgrade that. I think we still need, though, that other cultural innovation, don't we, from the first era? Oh, I thought it was Master's Field, but I guess not. Known to Meth Melody. Oh, interesting. So that one, have we got a fascination with that? No, that's 105 years. What about plantations? Probably get a fascination with that if we got a border with Morrowind, realistically. I guess we'll go for... Should we just go for something that might help us in the short term? Because we're going to be moving away from this anyway. Let's go for codified magic studies. Children educated by a character with a positive arcana or affinity trait will gain a student magica trait and the ability to cast spells and rituals. That's Elrang. Elrang has a positive arcana affinity trait, and I believe so does his son and potentially Alcul. Yeah, attuned. Shit, so that could be really, really beneficial for us. I guess we'll go with it. Sorry, let me just double check here. That wasn't like a fascination or anything, right? Sorry, not fascination, but like a, I can't remember the term. You know, where you get it from your border and whatever. Wow, what a mess. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting very distracted in today's episode. I don't really know where to go from here, to be completely blunt. Fickle or trusting? Sure, whatever, keep fickle. Where do we go from here? Who can we even go to war with at this point? We've got more or less equal stead with Bruma. And we could... Can we not conquest Bruma? We just can't take County Way? That seems unlikely. Oh, there you go. Conquer County Way. So we can grab that. Sure, that takes us one province closer to... shit. One province closer to... being able to get that kingdom title. God, we're so far away, aren't we? Oh, we can't touch Arenthia. Oh, we can touch Arenthia now. They've lost all their bloody alliances. Probably. Probably where we disinherited their mother. They've got to rebuild the realm. Actually, if we're ever going to strike against Arenthia, now's it. Now, someone was saying you should be trying to get ducal claims. And I totally agree. That would be kind of enormous, wouldn't it? We can push her claims. But if we do that, she's just going to become an independent Lich Queen. Which won't really help us, will it? That's really funny that we could do that. That's amazing. So we could say grab, if say, for example, we want to make an eternal ally of Elsewhere, but we weren't interested in taking the province of Elsewhere, we just have to kidnap the main, convert it into an undead, and then push a claim on the entire Confederacy of Elsewhere, an eternal undead servant. That would be a flex. I hate just map painting, but that's a really unique way to effectively have control of the entire world, right? Maybe we'll keep that in mind. I don't know. I don't really know how to begin. Let's try then. Let's forget about that. Which one was it that allows you to declare war for duchies? Ducal Conquest Casus Belli. We have to be illustrious or greater. I think we can do that then, right? Can use de jure duchy Casus Belli. That wasn't like a, so that's going to be 227 down to 11 years. I don't think we can sit and wait 11 years, but Bruma we could clap, and maybe you we could clap too. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of fannying around today, just trying to figure out the best way to go for this, because this is a weird, it's a weird time. It's a weird time where we're not really strong enough to deal with many people right now, unless we sit here and like build up more Daedra. Ooh. Yes. I cannot force Marinora to see the truth, but I've done all I can to open her mind to it. I prayed to Hermaeus Mora that Marinora is connected to something in our innocent conversation and the sacred texts I left in her chambers. Now I must extend an invitation to his communion or give up on this endeavor. Let's try and convert her to the path of Hermaeus Mora. Yes, go for it. I watch the sleeping shape of Marinora while I send a quick prayer to Hermaeus Mora. As soon as everything rhymes, it's very confusing. As soon as the last whispered word passes my lips, she stirs as if her subconscious mind is waiting for this moment. I step out of the shadows and offer Marinora Hermaeus Mora's blessing. And lo and behold, she becomes Hermaeus Mora. Amazing. Wow. She learns of your witch secret, but she also becomes a secret worshipper of Hermaeus Mora. Very nice. So what is it we needed to found the Coven again? Found a Coven. We need, all educated children of the Elf Boy Coven who are educated by a witch become a witch. That's cool. We have to convert Silmasil. That's interesting. And 60% of adult members in our court have to be witches. So convert Marinora didn't do a damn thing. But at least I understand how it works now. Fine, let's start the conversion. And they all love him and fear him so much that this should be a pretty easy task, I think. Yes, absolutely. Always ambitious for all these children. It befits them well. I think I've got to try and take it from Bruma, haven't I? Fine. Let's try and do a proper war. A redemption for that previous war I fought that was pathetic and terrible. Conquer County. Way. Do it. Let's get the troops raised. What have we got to lose, really? It's not as if we can't afford to just hire mercenaries if things do go awry. But I don't want to rely on that too heavily, because it's not good to get used to that. Particularly for when we play as our next character and probably don't have access to so much money, you know? And so much influence, and so much fear, and so much magic. So much everything. We control Way, so could we just sit here on Way and just let the war score tick up? Yeah, we absolutely can. Let's let them make the move. They've got to cross into our isle. And if we go ahead with our plan to convert Captain Silmasil to the path of Hermaeus Mora. Done. And in fact, if we re-enable the Feather and Empower Mages rituals, it's probably gonna... we are still netting some magicka there. If we see them heading over to the isle, crossing one of the bridges, we can just blast over there and stop them, and maybe take a defensive position too. I watch the sleeping shape of Silmasil Simal. While I was trying to get it right, I think she deserves the respect here. We step out of the shadow and show her our true self. She learns of our secret and becomes a fellow follower of Hermaeus Mora. And I mean, he's probably got quite a convincing argument. I mean, knowledge gave us everything, right? Knowledge of magic and scheming and hitting the books and learning the languages. Without all of that, he wouldn't be anywhere near where he is right now. So I think that's totally fair. Who's next? Loreckless. Daughter, it's time to become a witch. 95%. I think this is going to be a certainty, isn't it, at the rate we're going. Divine the Stars? Honestly, I'm not really that bothered. It's been kind of crappy. We're focusing so heavily on intrigue right now that I'd rather... Oh, Zolamir took our place as cultural head. Everybody was saying it's the person who owns the most counties. So clearly that's bollocks, isn't it? Maybe it's counties of your culture. I presume so, given that we've only converted over... That would make a lot of sense, of course. Only the Temple of Ancestors. So, the Imperial City, as many people may know it. Hello! To the miserable Lord Protector Aurang, you can die. Sorry, we should be continuing on with another plan. I've got so many plans for this man. There's too much to do here. We're going to try and start getting rid of all of Marinora, Elrang's very loyal, loving nemesis wife, zombie, mother of his children, previous rival lover. We're going to start kidnapping her children so that eventually Gareth, Elrang's daughter, will take over Arenthia. Does that help us? Not really, because they're not... I mean, it's more for the Alliance, isn't it? It just means that they're not going to do any damage to us. Are they going to come and do anything? Ooh. My granddaughter Clobany hovers in limbo between childhood and adulthood. I have taught her enough to understand the truth, yet she is young enough to have an open mind. If I want to induct her into the service of Hermaeus Mora, it's now or never. 100% chance she's converted. Because, again, I don't think there's any argument that... There's no possible argument here that Hermaeus Mora hasn't been, like, really, really good for us. Why have we got no line of sight on whatever's attacking us? Invisible people? Dear grandfather. Ah, Marlapen Zolomir. Oh, no. He's asking us to join his war. Nope. No, thank you. You're all right. Sure. I feel like I should probably head up and start doing some damage to Bruma. Otherwise, we're just... the Reckless. Convert her over. 95%, don't forget. And she, too, agrees that maybe Hermaeus Mora served us better than Auriel. So I think that's very reasonable. What about Elcor? This is the important one because he's in line to become our heir and successor as soon as we can go up to High Crown Authority. Only a few years on that one now. Ooh! Who could have predicted that they may have bought a boat over here? You're known for your devotion to your faith. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We love Auriel. Okay. That is going to be a decisive victory. No problem at all. What's her, oh, she's forwarder. Right, and that does count as a... It's a ford, but only if they're attacking room as, like, the actual castle holding, right? Hello? My Lady Marinora is once again absent from our chambers as night falls. She's been distant lately, lost in thought and rarely seen at court. Am I not to her satisfaction? Or is she simply busy? Or could she be warming someone else's bed? Are you worried that you're not sexually pleasing this lady? Because there's a lot of concerns there. She would never disrespect the sanctity of our marriage. We've got enough on our plate. Just whatever she wants to do, she can do her thing. Oh my god, she was wounded. If someone kills her, the greatest artifact we have in our court, forget about the ruby throne. This is way better. And now for her son. 5% chance. Okay, well that... Did I forget to invite people to the... very good. Very good. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry, getting very wrapped up. We've got a lot going on here. We've got a war against Bruma, which we're trying to deal with. We've got converting over to this cult going on in the background. We're still learning a... No, we're not learning a language. Our personal scheme is turning them all into witches. Clobanique is done. She's a fortune builder. That's bloody good. Wow. Anise is joined with the Imperial Legion. A local bird trainer could deliver a gift to Gwingaruin. Sorry, this is Gwynenga, the Foolish. Gwingaruin was that other guy that we murdered a long time ago. Sure. 150 gold. He gained a messenger pigeon. Very nice. Okay, that's given us a bonus in our plot, which was already doing fine, to be fair. Elcor. Join us in the worship of Hermaeus Mora. He has done it. He's also agreed. How close are we to our Coven? Because we haven't got many living family members, to be blunt. 35.71%. Interesting. Let's have a look here. 20 living members. We've got to go through all the adults. In Doja, sure. I mean, it'd be good to convert the entire dynasty over, wouldn't it? What happens when we form there? Do we become open worshippers of Hermaeus Mora? I have no idea how this works. Hello! Lord Protector Aurang, we've had our differences in the past, but when do you agree it's time to let bygones be bygones? My wife, Lady Marinora, gestures to me anew. Whatever's between us, let's start anew. Yes. Yes, let's. Of course. Of course, my loyal, beautiful wife. How could I ever say no to such a grand suggestion as burying the hatchet? Very much so. Not the only thing getting buried, judging by the state of your face. Let's go for Expert Illusion. Only one away from Master Illusion, then we can move on. All of the magical studies are ours at that point. Are you trying to... What are they doing here? Why are you running? Got them. And go for that 30% movement bonus. Oh no! Poor Gwynenga. Soon he'll be at my mercy. We've got him. I hope he likes his new quarters. What happens now? What if we execute him? All of his close family members will be very upset by us. That includes Elrond's own daughters. Can I not just silently have him disappear? Or we just keep him in our prison until I murder him? That seems like a good idea. Who's your heir? Get her in our prison. Abduct her too. Let's just put the whole dynasty, except for Elrond's daughters, in prison. Oh my god, they're in the middle of a massive rebellion. Shit. Okay, maybe we should, even though it's going to take us, like, what was it, 11 years or something ridiculous like that, to push up to getting, ducal claims. There's still no reason we shouldn't be... Interesting. Vel Tumatil and Ferrade. Oh, glass armor, that's cool. Oh, I want that. The very thought disturbs me. Yes, a lot of people seem to be deeply in love with a lot of horrifying zombie types, don't they, recently? That's crazy. How are we taking... Oh, because you're going through there. What if we go to there first and then head up to there? There's no... I see. Again, going to there is the same story. So why... Is that the sign that we're going to take... Okay, so attrition... I thought that the skull always inferred attrition, but no, it doesn't quite infer attrition. Only if it pops up above where we're moving to. That's just the cursor to say enemy ahead. I understand now. Gotcha. I was very confused why, no matter where we moved, we were taking attrition then for a second. Go ahead with your plan to convert her to Hermaeus Mora. Now I can finally show her my true self. Great, amazing. Thank you. 97%. Should we march all the way into Bruma proper? Oh, explore the hills. Right, don't forget to keep inviting people to these plots, though. It's all well and good to say, let's sort by success chance this time. You can be convinced. Amazing. Take some money. That'll do it. We can just march into Bruma proper. Sure, burn it down. Oh, but the war's ended. You know what? Burn it down anyway. Send them a message that they won't forget. They could be counter-sieging something else here. While perusing some enchanting terms, I found an interesting little enchantment. It involves producing an illusory yet irritating sound heard only by the wearer of an artifact. We've seen this before. One of our many rivals. 300 gold. Absolutely. That's cheap to irritate a man. Easy. Goodbye. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because should the ruler of Bruma now die, hopefully that will get a... something like CK2, that is. Should get like a... Oh, they lose county control, really? Occupied. Oh, but that's going to go back to normal. Okay, sure. There's like merit to going through and sieging all the provinces normally, but that's okay. That's alright. The age of knowing. You deserve to know Hermaeus Mora's power, Cuffnada. Oh, again, I'm not entirely sure of the consequences of this, but... Again, this isn't exactly something I've actively pursued. You know, he randomly came across Hermaeus Mora, and then it just makes sense that he would want them to follow in his own footsteps, right? He's a very ambitious man. Anyway, yeah, sorry about all the fanning around in the middle. I just wanted to get a good idea of what we're doing here. Speaking of which, I've kind of bollocksed myself here, haven't I? Because if I now want to declare war on Arenthia, I can't. You're independent, and I'd actually like a couple of provinces from you. In fact, your entire county is... What does that say? Purchase what? Purchase truce? I don't want to purchase any bloody truces. Your entire county is... Or duchy is part of de jure white gold. The thing is, I wanted to take the northern half so that I didn't have to mess with House Hlalu, who are very scary. Very, very scary. So, let's see what we can do. As soon as we tick on that... As soon as we get Chronicle writing, then in theory, it's going to be a lot easier, right? De jure duchy Casus Belli. Hold on, but looks the Duchy Conquest Casus Belli for characters with a level of fame equal to illustrious follows the might makes right doctrine. I presume we don't have that, but if we claim... Oh, maybe that's not right. Maybe we need something that lets us push multiple claims simultaneously. Maybe I've made a stinky mistake there. Oh, shit. It's Divine Right is the one I was thinking of. All right, well, never mind. Ignore me then. We'll just have to do county claims. Totally fine. Totally acceptable. Not a problem. Let's come back to it tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Apologies about all the talking and the little less gameplay, but I'll focus tomorrow. I'll be zoned in.